I chose GLP-1 to give myself the best chance at a kidney transplant. Welcome to Diary of a Kidney Warrior. Follow my journey with kidney disease, sharing faith, knowledge, hope, and love. Hi, and welcome to Diary of a Kidney Warrior. My name's Dee Moore. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Please do subscribe and don't forget to click the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. Now, it's been a while since I've uploaded a new vlog. Actually, I think this is my first vlog for 2026, and I really wanted to update you in regards to my weight loss journey and my decision to use GLP-1 as my medical intervention form of assistance in helping me to lose weight. Now, for those of you who've been with me on this journey, you will know that unfortunately in 2023, I went into kidney failure. And so when I started dialysis, I was also sent for assessment to see whether I'd be accepted on the transplant list. What I didn't share at the time, because it was embarrassing to be honest, was that the transplant surgeon told me, I'm looking at you and I'm happy to operate on you. However, if I'm not on duty and my colleague is on duty, they might not choose you. And this was based on the fact that my BMI was very high. And so I was presented with the reality that my weight was now a major obstacle in me getting a kidney transplant. And I was devastated, to be honest with you. The surgeon told me he wanted me to start with losing a stone in weight or 14 pounds and go from there. Now, for me, I just felt like I had this envelope on my head, like, how am I going to do this? Because I'd started, dialysis and, my life had changed rapidly through starting peritoneal dialysis. And as you know, peritoneal dialysis was a very complicated thing for me and ultimately didn't work. And what was actually happening was my weight was going up and up and up. And this was because my body was just gaining fluid. I was just retaining fluid and my weight was shooting up. So I've been told to lose a stone. I've gained a stone and it was going up from there. And, as you know, for those of you who've seen those vlogs, and if you haven't, please do check those out. I eventually had to switch to hemodialysis. And when I started hemodialysis, that additional fluid that had been building up in my body was being drawn off. And so my weight started to come down. But the process of hemodialysis took its toll on me. And I began to see how different I was feeling after hemo, way more tired, way more weak, and things started to become physically more difficult. And for me, my experience of weight loss up until this point was always something that I had to fight tooth and nail for, because CKD isn't my only chronic illness. And so I, in the past, have had to work very hard for weight loss. And that would be hard, high intensity training 4 times a week in the gym, weights, circuit training, boxing, running, all different things, very active. And this is what I had to really put myself through. And for that previous weight loss journey before CKD, I'd shared this journey online and I'd successfully lost over 3 stone this way. Now, I was coming to terms with the fact that I didn't have the physical strength to be able to do that level of work anymore. So I'm like, how am I going to achieve this weight loss goal if I physically can't push myself the way that I used to be able to? I saw, my best friend, she'd had surgery. She was doing well with her weight loss journey. But for me, I didn't want to go down the route of surgery because I'd had several surgeries already. I'd had, the peritoneal dialysis, catheter surgery, insertion, removal, the line, fit. I had all these different surgeries in a very short space of time. I couldn't face any more surgery at this point. And so I started to think about GLP-1. What was putting me off was the negativity that I saw online. in terms of social media, in terms of the media talking about GLP-1s and people's attitudes towards GLP-1s, and plus my own thing of, I need to go to the gym and earn this and do this. And a close friend of mine, we had a conversation, and she said to me that, you've got to think of this as your body needs the help. And this really flicked a switch in my mind. And I really came to the realization that for any other type of illness, would I refuse medication if this was another illness? No, I wouldn't. So why is obesity, it is a disease. It is something that I, as an individual, I can only speak for myself, need help with. Why would I say no if the help is available? And so I was like, okay, and spoke with my dietitian and consultant who referred me to the weight clinic, who agreed that I could start the GLP-1 medication as a route to transplantation. And so I started GLP-1. It was definitely a challenge and a journey, but I'm happy to say that I successfully lost over 6 stone, or 84 pounds, or approximately 38 kilos. And I'm now within the healthy range of BMI. So there's nothing from a weight point of view standing in my way at getting a kidney transplant. So this was my reason for choosing GLP-1. I really wanted to keep this short, but if you wanted to ask me any questions, I will record more vlogs to share more about the journey, the ins and outs. So if you want to know exactly how I went about my weight loss journey, I'm happy to talk more. Please do let me know what you want to know. And until next time, take care and choose to live.